RESERVOIR. My name is Robert Ozzimo. I proudly represent the company of Harcourts, Rata & Co. And I'm joined here today by some of my award-winning colleagues in blue. Should you require their advice, please feel free to approach either Kiara, Lachlan, Alex, Ilya, and of course Mr. Joel Viavattene, who no doubt you've had the great opportunity of becoming acquainted with throughout the marketing campaign. Buyers, let me share with you now the following announcements which in place to help you bid and buy with absolute confidence here today. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price as the auctioneer. I'll indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provides for fines for such conduct. The rules permit for vendor bids. The words I'll use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. The contract of sale has been on display prior to today's auction. We call for 10% deposit upon the fall of the hammer and the signing of that contract to take place here today, with the balance to be paid at settlement in a flexible 30 to 60 days time, at which time the vendor will provide the lucky buyer with vacant possession of the property. All in all, quite a straightforward contract. Everything is in there. Everything is quite clear. So buyers, it's with my highest recommendation what we offer for your consideration and competition here today. A great home in a great location. If we consider the location we find ourselves here today, we have ample opportunity for capital growth with all of that infrastructure that supports capital growth. Very close to transport, not far away from multiple bus routes, and of course Keon Park Station, a short stroll up the road. Easy access to good quality schools and a plethora of parkland in the surrounding streets, and plenty of options when it comes to shopping. Also around the corner, access to the Western Ring Road, providing simple access into the city and around Melbourne. So in terms of location, it ticks absolutely every single box you can buy with absolute confidence today, knowing that you're not buying only into a great lifestyle, but you're securing your family's future through capital growth. The property itself, a great floor plan, formal living up the front, that informal living out the back. How about that garage with the wood fire oven and the fireplace in there? Great opportunity, or great car accommodation, also a great place to entertain. Comfortable as it is, with plenty of scope for you to modernise and add your own touches on over the years. The journey starts here. The journey starts now. If you'd like to get the salt sticker up on one of those two boards, I don't know why we've got two boards, Joe. Why have we got two boards? Big property, two boards, we require two boards. That's how special this property is. So if you'd like to get the salt sticker up on both of those boards, right now, buyers, is your opportunity to secure that right. Where can I see a fair and reasonable starting bid for 29 Burbank? Who'd like to start us off, buyers? I don't mind the call. I'm in your hands. Start me where you like. Always the most quiet part of an auction. Takes a brave soul to put their hand up first. I don't mind the call, buyers. I'm in your hands. Our instructions are clear. We are here to sell. So if you're here to buy, this is your moment. This is your time. I've had my say. It's time for you to have yours now, buyers. Where can I see you start? If you're here to buy, an opportunity to set yourself apart from the competition, an opportunity to show the competition that the keys do belong to you, to mark your territory and to stake your claim, to start from a position of strength. You've got that chance now, buyers. As I said, I don't mind the call. I'm in your hands. Where do we see you start? At 750,000, welcome, man. Best of luck here today at 750. At 750,000, the bid's here now at 750, the bid. At 750,000, there's the bid. There's the competition, the opportunity with you all now. At 7.5 now. At 750,000, fairly being offered. I'll ask for 25 in the rise at 750 and make it 75. At 750, the bid. At 750,000, fairly being offered now at 750. First call at 750,000. We're done at 75. Welcome, sir. Round me off to 8. At 775,000, bid here at 800,000 now. Can I say 8.25? At 7, I'm taking 25, ma'am. At 775, the bid's here at 775. At 775,000, looking for 800 in the rise. At 775, the bid. At 775,000, fairly been offered now. 775. At 775. At 775,000, bids here at 775 against you, ma'am. At 75. First call at 775. Are we done? At 7, I will take the 10. I'll shorten my stride and get you back involved at 785. Welcome back at 785 and same courtesy at 10 if you like. At 785,000 or perhaps round me off to 8. At 785,000 the bid's there, it's against you, sir. At 785. At 785 the bid now. At 785,000. At 795, at 795, at 795, and we're back here now at 795. My right, your left, against you. I'll take the 800 now at 800,000. Even money at that same courtesy at 5 if you like. At 800,000 I have. At 800 the bid. At 800,000 bids here. Don't let ski off, so it's just a round number. At 800,000 fairly been offered. At 800 bid here. Opportunity with you. This is a time for a big bid, I would suggest. At 800,000 now. First call. At 800,000 are we done?
Makes sense.
At 810,000 coming back in with strength and style at 810 now. At 810,000 we absolutely sure. Can't buy like that, man. I'm only like this. At 810,000 bids there. I'll give you a moment to think about it. Circle back around. At 810,000 now. At 810 the bid. At 810,000 fairly been offered at 810 now. At 810 the bid now. First call. At 810 are we done? At 810,000 second call. At 810 the bid. Done. Finished. Third. Final call at $810,000 the bid. All done, all finished, all silent and out at 810,000.
Take one.
At 1 at 811. Oh, well, why not? So it might be your only chance for a win today at 811,000 at 811. Well, wouldn't it be great to get to the G already on a high, already with one win in your pocket and the keys at 811,000, the bid's there at 811 now, at 811,000, at 811,000, the bid's there, back against you, sir, at 811 now, the bid, at 811,000, you're absolutely done, you're absolutely sure. Oh, 12, I thought you said like this, sir, 12. Read your body language there at 812, and welcome back at 12, at 812,000, at 812,000, got to take a bigger bid than that, sir, at 812, the bid now, at 812,000, the bid. The opportunity still with you at 812. At 812,000, fairly been offered now at 812 the bid. At 812,000, first call at 812, are we done? At 812,000, second call at 812, done and finished. Third, final call, 812 the bid, are we done?
13.
At 13 now at 813,000, at 813. Back against you, sir, at 813,000. There's the bid. Opportunity with you now at 813. At 813,000. At 813,000. Fairly been offered now at 813. Bid there. Opportunity with you at 813,000 now. At 813 the bid. First call at 813. At 813,000 twice at 813. Third, final call at 14 now at 814. At 814. 15 the quick retort if you like. At 814 the bid's there at 814. Perhaps take me to 20, sir. 814,000, fairly been offered now at 814. At 814,000. At 814,000, fairly been offered now. 814 the bid. Once, twice, third, final call. 814,000, seeking some instructions at 814. At 814, is that a calculator, sir? 814 plus 1 is 815. At 814,000. Can I say 1? Take some time to think about it. At 814,000, first call, 814, are we done? Second call at 814, done and finished. Third, final call, 814 the bid. All done, all finished, all silent and out at 814. What do you say, sir? At 814,000, bids there. 15 will get you back on top at 814 now. At 814,000, I'll give you a moment to think about it. So I'll confirm this bid here, 814 the bid. If you bear with me one moment, I need to seek some instructions. I'll be back momentarily. Thank you. So much for your patience. So I'll confirm just one more time that bid at 814,000. At 814, I'm pleased to say, always a difficult decision with our vendors on auction day, but a decision has been reached nonetheless. We are on the market and selling. So if there's no further bidding here today, you will be the lucky buyer at 814,000. So if you've come to buy, you have to bid me now or forever hold your peace, because at 15 now, at 815, time for a big bid, so this is where it counts. At 815,000, we're on the market and selling. We play for keeps, not going back inside. Not at 17 now, at 817. At 817,000, at 817, take me to 20, sir. At 817, still a great buy at that. At 817 the bid. At 817,000, 20 can I say, on the market and selling. What do you say, sir? At 817,000, this is where it counts. Going to dig deep if you want to buy. At 817 the bid, we're on the market, we sell. Play for keeps here today. If you've come to buy, bid me now or forever hold your peace. We're on the market, we sell. 817,000, bids here, keys are here, we're selling. Once at 817, are we done? Second call, 817 the bid. Are we done? Finished. Third, 18 now. Make it 20, 19. The quick retort at 19, at 819, at 819,000, at 819,000. Bids back here at 819, at 819,000. What do you say, sir? At 819, fairly been offered now at 819 the bid. At 819,000, bid here, keys are here, we sell away if there's no further bid. At 819,000 we have. At 819,000 we're on the market and selling, make no mistake. No second chances. Once the hammer falls, sold is sold, gone is gone. At 819 the bid. At 819,000 for the first call. At 819, all done. Second call at 819, done and finished. Third, final call, 819 the bid, all done, all finished, all silent and out. At 819, we're definitely done, sir. Thank you very much for being here today. At 819, we're selling, 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 sold. Congratulations, well being here today, sir. Please join me congratulating our purchasers and our vendors here today. You've just witnessed another successful Harcourts Rata & Co auction. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again soon. Thank you. Congratulations. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.